No, wrong one. That's the wrong one. You need to go here. So, hello everybody. Welcome back to another stream. My mic makes some difference. That's because I have a different headset today. Today I have like, I'm just borrowing a friend's because mine's, I'm charging right now. So yeah. But I wanted to get a stream out today. So right now we are going to learn a lot today. So yeah. The frig just happened. Okay. Let me just do this real quick. Okay, sorry if I'm like taking a little forever. I know if the title of the episode, if I spelled Phearoe wrong, I'm sorry. But yeah. Copied. Okay. So yeah, for this episode, I'm intending on us reaching Phearoe finally. So, yeah. Let us... Shall we save? Okay. So they said they have to go to the HQ to go talk to the Dawn. So let's go see if we can go inside. Oh right, we're supposed to go rest at the inn. Okay. I think I should put him on Blazer's Edge again. Someone asked me before, one of my friends asked me, he was watching the stream, he asked me why he encountered me, and he said, dude, question, why does your weapon have, like, over 8,000 damage? I said to him, because it's from the last playthrough. Guess we'll just go sleep.
Estelle and I will be resting in the inn. But I have to... We're going to get some rest. What about you, Yuri?
Yeah, I could use some time off my feet too.
Yuri, please wake up. Yuri!
Huh? Oh, I was really zonked out, huh?
Good morning, sleepyhead. Though it's more good afternoon now, ain't it?
Oh, hey old man, you're back. What about Carol?
Haven't seen him since I left the Union. I reckon he's still there.
I hope he's okay. Well, since the old man's back, does that mean everything's settled with the Union? Did you see the Dawn?
Well, about that. As soon as the Don heard what happened with Harry in Nordopolica, he left the Union.
By himself? That's not like him. Where did he go?
Well, and this is just my intuition, mind you, I think he's headed for Leviathan's Claw's compound, the Manor of the Wicked.
What?
But Jaeger is the head of Leviathan's Claw. That's so dangerous.
Well, I don't think Jaeger'd try anything against the Don. If they went up against the Union, they could lose all of their business for one.
So why did the Don go out there?
So, anyway, I'm sorry, but the Don's left the city.
Well then, should we go to Leviathan's Claw's compound?
You believe the old man's intuition?
If the Don's going up against Leviathan's Claw, we can't very well sit around and twiddle our thumbs. There's no guarantee the scum won't try to attack him.
Well, all right then. I'm not really one for waiting anyway.
Patty still isn't back, huh? Then I guess we have no choice. We'll have to leave her behind. Estelle, will you wait here?
I'm going... Estelle, don't overdo it. Are you sure you're up to this?
Yes, I'm absolutely fine.
Estelle...
So, you all know where the Manor of the Wicked is?
I figured you knew, old man. Aren't you coming with us?
Well, yeah, I guess I am.
Well then, it's decided. We'll just go pick up Carol and... What the...
It sounded from the direction of the bridge.
Uh-oh.
Let's go and see.
What's with all these people here?
Carol's over there.
The Don protected this city from the Empire. He protected our honor.
Even if we're the only ones helping, we owe it to the Don to protect the city.
Hold your horses. Settle down, all of you. What's all this commotion?
We've heard that a group from Palestrale has been spotted near Heliord.
Their leader got killed thanks to a mistake of one of our own. It's only natural they'd want to talk about the incident.
Once they learn the Don's left town, things could get ugly. We must defend the city from them until Don returns.
You fools. If y'all weren't so eager to fight, the Don wouldn't have had to leave in the first place. Soon as they learn there's fighting between guilds, don't you think the Knights are bound to stick their noses in our business again?
Dongrest is independent from the Empire. The Imperial Knights are in no place to tell us what to do.
The Friendship Treaty still ain't finalized yet, you know.
Yuri! Everyone! What do we do? This is gonna become a war between guilds if we don't do something! If only the Dawn were here.
They say that the Don may have gone to the Leviathan's Claw compound, the Manor of the Wicked.
What? Really?
Well, probably so.
We were about to see if we could go there. Want to come with us?
But there's a chance that the Dawn's not there, right?
Yeah, it was just the old man's intuition after all.
If he's not there, war could break out while we're out looking for him. Yuri, what should we do? What would be best?
Well, we should be able to handle the Manor of the Wicked ourselves. You go ahead and do what you think you should do.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna go and talk to everyone.
Do you think this is the right choice?
We don't have much choice. We can't follow the Dawn and guard the city at the same time.
I hope that we find the Dawn at the Manor of the Wicked.
Whereas if Jaeger's the one Don's up against, he'll need all the help he can get.
Hey, you even know where you're going? It's straight to the west of here. Hey, wait for me!
So, I guess we're heading to the Manor of the Wicked.
Wait for me!
Whoa!
Where are you going?
We're going to meet the Don.
I'm going too.
Are you done with what you were doing?
My results weren't that good, so I'm going to meet the Dawn like I first planned.
I'm warning you though, our destination is the Leviathan's Claw hideout.
Huh? I really don't get how things turned out that way, but that's exactly my kind of place.
Then follow me.
Hey, hold on.
What is it, old man?
You do realize what going to the enemy's compound means, right?
What it means?
We're gonna be on their turf, playing by their rules. If we get there and we're not ready to roll, they could give us a mighty beatdown and it'd be lights out for us.
So, you're asking if we're totally prepared to go?
We're ready to roll, old man.
You sure?
Hold on, I'm just doing something real quick.
You're worrying more than usual. We're ready.
Yeah? Well then, let's go.
Yes, Carol will be left behind for this, but yeah. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna go alone. I'm gonna go solo on this one. Mainly because... Actually... Wait. Yeah, I don't have to worry about dying. If I remember correctly, enemies here are weak to one type of element. Where is it? There it is. So, the reason I'm equipping this weapon again. I'm gonna do this actually. I'm gonna get rid of Daho's Blast for a little bit, because Daho's Blast, although it's amazing of a move, don't get me wrong, Daho's Blast is like literally like the most powerful move in the game. But right now I need help, so I need health and TP. So yeah. I'm just gonna leave it on easy because we're not really gonna be fighting a boss. I only changed the difficulty back to hard or unknown when we're about to fight a boss. So yeah. Also, before I mentioned that we ran into like ranged enemies. Well, here we can meet bronzes, and just outside the Leviathan's Claw compound, and we meet these guys, Zinks.
Not done yet.
That's what happens when I get serious.
Yeah. And now we're gonna go to the compound. Meet my second favorite type of these enemies. Let me be quiet real quick to mute my mic.
I'm guessing this is the manor of the wicked.
It's so heavily guarded.
We should wait and see what the situation is like first.
Can't get too comfortable, though.
Shh, they're arguing about something.
What part of let us in are you having trouble with?
Like I said, your timing just seems a little too perfect. Don't you have anything to prove who you say you are?
You know what? Actually, we don't. Let us through. The dawn is here. We don't have time to sit and chat.
So, the old man did come here.
Bingo. This is our chance to listen in.
Didn't you go looking for proof that the hunting blades were after that dragon rider?
I told you. We received word that the dawn was headed here before we could arrive at Mount Temza.
We couldn't very well ignore news like that, could we?
The hunting blades are out to get Judy?
What are you waiting for? You won't be any use to Jaeger if we have to give you a beating.
We'll let you through, but not without an escort. You don't mind, I hope.
Whatever, just let us in.
What luck! Now there's less guards to worry about.
Guess we better strike while the iron's hot.
Who the hell are you? Hey!
Nice, Rapide. Get ready. I'm taking you down.
Here we only meet. Okay, so it's only these guys. It's only these guys. There's no ranged ones yet, but we meet actually a really unique design. I like the assassin enemies here because they're actually like only I think 5 variants of this enemy. And some people may say like, oh, it may be lazy design, like it's only like it's the same enemy but redesigned. Well, they're designed like that because they're a part of the same faction, like they're part of the same guild. So, to be according, they dress the same. It's like a guild outfit. So yeah.
I think we're still in the clear.
So let's make with the getting inside.
Why do you think the hunting blades would be after Judith? If they're looking for Epithea, maybe they want the dragon she was riding. If he's an Entelekea, he might become an Epithea like Belius. I mean, when he dies.
Which means Harry's request wasn't the only reason they wanted to take Belius down. They want those Epithea something bad.
Judy!
Judy might be in trouble, but we should help the Dawn out first. Especially with those 2 charming young ladies in there.
Aye, let's be quick and clean this place up.
Sure. We should be on our way.
I'm just worried about Judith.
I am too. Like, I am deathly worried about Judith right now. Oh, damn. Excuse me. Okay.
So you'll be going to Mount Timza?
Hold on.
But the Dawn...
We're practicing deciding for ourselves, remember? Let's move.
I'm coming too! She'd be upset if I left the Dawn like this to go looking for her. I can just hear her saying, "My, what did you think you were doing?" Don't worry about that lady. She's tough.
Alright, let's get the old Dawn out of this place. Looks like we found one more thing we can't ignore.
Okay.
So, here we go. This is actually a very, very small dungeon. It's actually not that big. Just a little mansion. Well...
Hold still. I'll make this quick.
Oh, yay. We finally get to meet the ranged variants of these guys. The Fur, is that how they say their name? Fur? I don't really know. Fur, Plomb. They have weird names. I think I'm trying to is there like some like symbolism behind it? You know, I'm trying to find something that probably ain't there.
Not done yet. All right, who's next? Guardian field. That's it. That's what happens when I get serious.
And I do like me to move Guardian Field. I'm sorry, it's just a really good move. Hello?
Hold still. I'll make this quick.
As I said before at the beginning of the stream, my mic is not going to be of the greatest quality for the stream. Why am I?
That's what happens when I get serious.
And I bet somebody's gonna ask me, why am I using this sword rather than my OP? Why am I using this sword rather than my OP sword? Mainly because, come on down to it. Plums and furs are weak to light, and the sword just so happens to do light damage. Same that with Guardian Field, it being a light-based art. So yeah, let the light guide your way.
Look!
White horse!
That's the Dawn?
Stand back!
Didn't you say Leviathan's Claw would never try something like this, old man?
The Dawn's the one that started all this.
What? Then that means the old man's...
Just what do you think you're doing here, you damn fools? Bringing young ones to a place like this?
Bravo! I really should thank you for such a heart-rending performance.
What the hell's he talking about?
Get out of the way! Get ready. I'm taking you down. Not done yet. That's it. That's it. All right. Who's next? Not done yet. Shining.
Where's the Don?
He's gone after Jaeger.
Let's go.
You know, I would go after the Dawn right now, but there's actually something cool I want to do. I want to investigate this mansion. Yeah, actually, there's a lot of goodies around here. Like a lot of goodies. Like, wow. And every one of these doors you can go into. Let's see, what did we just get? I guess that was to Grim Guardian. Whew. Yeah. We're gonna search every one of these rooms. Yeah, because I'm in the mood. And, well, we got a lot of items in here. But yeah. You can call this the Leviathan's Claw part of the episode. What the? Went out the door again. That's funny. Ellie, that's funny. Oh, shark's tail. A knife used by Leviathan's Claw. No one has seen it actually used though. Now, that actually is a good symbolism for the character Jaeger. Reason being because Jaeger, in the official artwork for him that was released by Bandai Namco, his official artwork shows him with a shark symbol behind him. I was wondering what this means. He has to represent like a constellation or something. When I learned what it actually meant, it literally stares you in the, it literally, like, figuratively and literally stares you in the face. The reason why he has a shark behind him is because his symbol, Jaeger's symbol, is a Leviathan. aka the name of his guild, Leviathan's Claw. I know it's because I'm dumb, like, hey, I see what you did there type moment. But it's like, huh. It makes you think, like, oh, okay. But yeah. We're gonna search every one of these rooms. And I said my mic's not gonna be on par today, so it may sound like I'm breathing in my mic. I'm trying my best not to do that. But again, it is just an earbud, so there's not really much I can do. Crimson Axe. That's a weapon for Carol. Another limit bottle. Geez, I have a lot of limit bottles. Probably sometime probably sometime in the future, I'm just gonna go off camera, not do any like story stuff, and just go back to the sands of Kagor and just farm flare stones. I have enough Arctic stones. Oh crap! Yeah, I have enough frost stones to last me a while. And yeah, this is the last room we can enter in this dungeon. So here we go. I'm gonna mute my mic for this.
I never dreamed you'd try anything this risky.
I finally made up my mind that this mud ball would be a much prettier place without you on it.
The other Master Guilds surely won't like you ignoring the Union's laws for your personal vendetta.
And I'll face the consequences. But it's daybreak now. Looks like I've underestimated your touch. I'm out of time. If I don't get myself back to Dongrest, those fools gonna start a war with each other.
Oh, I think it's a bit late to prevent that little accident from happening.
A couple of eggs might have to be broken, but I'm prepared to pay a price.
A price? You still got us to deal with, Jaeger.
Well, it looks like the tide's taken a turn. Yeah, indeed. Bye-bye.
Hey, wait!
Damn, that guy's a regular vanishing act.
Now what's with all of you? Just how you figure coming down here be the smart thing to do?
Who's that little kid?
I ain't no little kid. I'm Patty.
I'm sorry about that. Patty, huh? Why don't you come over here and show me your face? Now this is a surprise.
Huh?
You're a dead ringer for Ifrid. The very spitting image.
Huh? Then it really is true that Patty is Ifrid's granddaughter?
Granddaughter? You're his... I never heard nothing about that scoundrel having a granddaughter.
Huh. So Patty's guess was right on the mark.
As his relative, I bet you must have suffered quite a bit over Ifrid's infamous incident.
I've got my own reasons for following Ifrid's trail. I thought that since you were his friend, Dawn, you might know something.
It'd be an exaggeration to say that we were ever friends. He just did whatever he wanted to do. I never knew where he was or what he was doing. And I ain't got a clue about that now, either.
I see. Haven't you met him somewhere recently?
Have I? Can't rightly say.
This is a keepsake left by an ally of yours. We were asked to bring it to you.
Looks like I caused you all some trouble. Of all the... Why'd she have to wind up like this?
Just what is an apatheia, anyway?
Well, you see... Afraid I don't have time to explain it now. Hate to cut and run, but I'll leave the rest of these guys to you.
Wait.
We should think about getting out of here too.
Hey, let me try and buy the old man some time.
Raven?
Come on.
Guess we'd better. Get ready. I'm taking you down.
Guardian field! That's it! Alright, who's next? Alright, who's next? Shining Fang!
That's what happens when I get serious. I'm not done. I think it's about time.
I agree.
You don't mean...
I got a bad feeling about this. We should get back to Dongrist.
Yeah, but this is like the only time we'll ever see the Manor of the Wicked in the daytime. So yeah. Gotta say, it's an interesting little dungeon. Nice little place. Let's skedaddle our keisters back over to Dongrist.
Yuri! It's terrible! The Union and Palestrole are squaring off against each other with Hopeful and Blastia! The Dawn is back, but something's not right!
So, he made it back in time. Looks like my hunch was right, though.
What do you mean, your hunch?
He's been planning for this to end in his death all along.
What? Why would he want to do something like that?
To set things right?
Bellius died because of Harry's rash behavior. She's the Duce of Nordapalica. You can't just say, sorry, I got some bad information. Which means there's gotta be compensation to make up for losing Bellius.
So the price Don mentioned back at the Manor of the Wicked was...
His own life. Once he made up his mind to sacrifice himself, taking down Jaeger wasn't a problem. Even if it meant going against the laws.
No! He can't do that!
There has to be some other way.
Both sides are at the breaking point, though. This thing could go off at the drop of a hat. And if it starts, it'll mean all-out war between the Union and Palestrole.
I'm not sure we have the time to find some other way.
I'm going with Carol.
Hang in there, kid. You're a boss now, right?
But it's like there's nothing I can do on my own.
So then ask for help. That's what friends are for, right?
Don!
Take good care of them, and they'll be there whenever you need them.
I'm coming with you.
Like hell you are! Well, old man, it's been fun.
Raven, you better nail Jaeger for me.
That's a heavy load for somebody like me.
You're the only one I can ask.
Whitehorse.
Little lady, try going underground through the storeroom in the city's tavern. There's a wall there inscribed with Ifrid's name. If you're his granddaughter, it ain't a bad idea to take a glimpse at the kind of things he did and how he lived. We're so grateful for everything your darling grandson's done to us. Really.
The boy has made a mess of things. He may be my idiot grandson, but he's also a full member of the Union. and it falls upon any leader to take responsibility for the mistakes of their people. So say the laws. Take me, then. Let my head atone for Bellius.
Dawn. Idiot. These guilds. They're all filled with nutcases.
So, who's gonna be my second?
It would be my honor.
Guess you're stuck doing a job nobody much wants.
You too.
No kidding. Yuri, I was looking forward to watching you go places. I'll make sure to save you a spot in hell.
I don't think they'd let me into the hell you're going to.
I won't forget that attitude, boy.
And I won't forget your resolve, Don Whitehorse.
Dawn! Listen up. You all gotta stand on your own 2 feet from here on. There's a new age coming, so get out there and make it for yourselves.
Everyone here seems to have calmed down. Feels more like they're expecting the end of the world. Carol's been taking the Dawn's passing pretty hard, too. And it looks like things are keeping the old man busy. I guess it comes with being a member of Altosk.
Huh.
I haven't seen Patty for a while now.
She might be in the sewer tunnels.
Oh, right. That's what the Dawn was talking about. He gave up his own life to make amends for what happened. The guilds take their laws pretty seriously.
The pride of living by the laws of the guild, taking responsibility, accepting the choices he'd made. The Dawn practiced what he preached.
And he was willing to stake his life on those beliefs. Responsibility, choices.
I've got to get these things figured out myself. Best to start with our guild, with brave Vesperia.
Yuri? Where are you?
Just going for a walk.
He probably went looking for Carol. Carol.
Yuri... There wasn't anything I could do. The Dawn, and all the rest of you, you'd all made up your minds and did what you could. Nobody in this town's gonna listen to anything I've got to say. So I was thinking I should try talking with Palestrale instead. But they might be done talking, and just attack anyway. When I thought that, I was too scared to go alone. So I ended up not going at all. I'm not good for anything.
And what about Judy? Weren't you going to look for her?
I can't. I can't go with you anymore, Yuri. I'm just not cut out to be the boss of a guild.
Is that it, then? Is that all guilds and brave Vesperia mean to you? Just walking away from the dream like that?
But I wanted to be the best guild! To be useful to the Dawn! For him to notice me! He's been a role model for me, and now he's not around.
So you're just gonna pack it up and quit? Just what was it the Dawn died for? You, of all people, should know the answer to that.
You can always do everything you want, Yuri! You'd never understand how I feel! I'm not tough like you! There's no way I can be like you and the Dawn! It's over! Our guild is...
Carol! Don't you remember all the Dawn told you? Did you forget his resolve? As a member of our guild, I'm going to Mount Timsa to find Judy.
Huh?
Brave Vesperia will go on. Even if you don't, this guild is more than just you now.
I don't want to run away. I don't want to, but...
You can't really, you know, say too much about Carol there. Carol is troubled. Oh, right. We're supposed to go to the inn. Now we get to go to Mount Timsa and look for Judith. I mean, after last episode, jeez. I guess I try to leave town then. Okay.
Carol, do you think he'll be all right?
He'll be fine.
But...
Well now, if it isn't that darling boy and girl.
Jaeger!
You've got some nerve showing your face after planting the seeds of war.
Seeds of war? I'm quite sure I don't know what you're talking about.
Attacking Palestrale is a matter for the Union to decide. Yep, that's right. We just helped inform their decision.
Exactly. Understand, my little friends?
I'll give you something to smile about.
That's enough for today, I think. It is the day of the Dawn's passing, after all. We're still in mourning, you see. The world lost a great man today. It most certainly did.
What is it you guys are after? Get the Dawn out of the way to take control of the Union?
Oh, no. Our little business will most surely be easier without support Dawn around, but... let's not go there. I've come today for my own personal reasons.
I don't want to disgrace the Dawn by doing something I'll regret later. You should leave before I change my mind.
It is not only you who are mourning this death, you know. Be seeing you then.
Even Jaeger is mourning the Dawn. I don't understand. Hadn't he been trying to get rid of Don Whitehorse himself?
The old man was a nuisance to Leviathan's claw, but maybe things were a little different for Jaeger on a personal level.
You mean like the difference between guilds and individuals?
Yeah. To the Dawn, there was Jaeger the boss, and Jaeger the person.
The Dawn did break his own laws and take the fight into his own hands.
Well, we should be on our way.
All right. I told Rita we would be meeting her at the town exit. I also left a message at the inn for Patty.
I said he'll be fine. Let's go.
Where are Carol and Patty?
What is the deal with everyone worrying so much? What are both of your plans after this?
I'm going with you, of course. Like I said, I've decided to stick with you guys while I research the air krene.
Right.
I want to go with you as well, Yuri. Now that we know the hunting blades are out to get Judith, we've got to try and help her.
We're not obligated to do anything for her.
Judith shared in our travels. She's one of us.
She also destroyed the Ceres Blastia on the ship.
But...
I'm not going out on any mercy mission. I told you I need to set things straight, right?
Yuri...
What does Judy know? What doesn't she know? I'm gonna see that she comes clean about all of it. I have to find out where this guild stands.
Well, we might just end up saving her along the way.
You two are worried about her. I knew it.
What are you talking about? We might, is all I said. Anyway, with all this talk about setting the guild straight, is the fearless leader himself gonna come?
It'll take more than this to keep him down. He'll come.
Oh, Patty's here.
Did you have a look at what your grandpa left behind?
I engraved it all firmly in my memory.
So did it help you remember anything?
It doesn't look like things are gonna go quite so well. But I can't let myself get discouraged by something like that.
Yeah, that's...
Is it okay for me to be with you guys a little longer?
I don't mind. Okay, let's go.
What should we do about Raven?
He couldn't come now. He can't turn his back on this town. They lost the Dawn.
You're probably right. The old man has his own agenda to take care of.
I'm gonna miss him.
Think who you're talking about. That guy might just pop up when you least expect it.
So where is this Mount Temza anyway?
My guess is that it's somewhere north of the sands of Kogor. She mentioned something about living with Baul on a mountain to the north of a desert.
There certainly are plenty of mountains in the northern regions of Desier.
Well, let's start there and see where it takes us.
We'll be going to Desier by ship. Looks like that's where I come in.
All right, let's head to the ship.
Carol!
Wait! I'm coming with you. I might not fully understand the things that Dawn wanted to tell me yet, but Brave Vesperia is our guild. So
Carol.
I think if I ran away, if I abandoned my friends, that'd be the end. I couldn't come back. That's why I've gotta go. Please let me come too.
Of course. You're the boss of this outfit, Captain.
Yuri, thanks! But don't call me boss anymore. I haven't done anything to earn that title yet. Until you really think I'm a boss. Until I don't feel embarrassed when someone calls me boss. I'll just do my part as a fellow member of Brave Vesperia.
Understood, Carol. Not a bad plan.
All right!
It never ends with these guilds. Bunch of hot-headed idiots.
That's exactly what's so good about the guilds, I think.
Yeah. Quite juvenile, isn't it?
Ah! Hey, old man!
Ah, how glorious is youth!
What are you up to?
Huh? Something wrong with my being here?
Well, don't you have your hands full with the Dawn's passing and everything?
You know, it all just seemed a little too bothersome, so I ducked out.
But you owe a lot to the Dawn. Aren't you sad?
Sad? I cried and cried till my throat was hoarse, and there wasn't a tear left in me.
Funny. It doesn't show on you at all.
Huh. So not even Raven the Great can bear to ignore the Dawn's parting words.
What are you talking about? You heard me, didn't you? That burden's too heavy for this beast. I'm sure they'll be able to take care of that piece of business just fine without me.
All right, we'll leave it at that.
Oh, man. These kids today, I tell you.
Traveling in a group is loads of fun. It's so lively.
This isn't lively, it's rowdy. Didn't I tell you that before?
So now we can depart for Desier, right?
Huh? Why are we going back there?
That's a pretty good hunch you had there. Mount Thames is north of the Sands of Kagor. There's a Crydian city there, if memory serves.
And why would you know something like that?
Well, I'm over twice your age, so of course I know twice as many things.
Right.
So are we going, or aren't we?
Can we get to the north of Kagor by boat?
Guess we'll have to see when we get there.
Hoist the sails! The Fiertia is off to sea!
To the sands of Kogor! We'll be going... To note something, literally if we were actually out at sea, if this was like a bit, like if this was like real size to like tell y'all compare. I think something funny is this, is that if we were literally trying to drive this boat. Oh dear. This would, if this was actually like to scale of like how the actual world is in size, I feel like the whole freaking boat would just be moving across the freaking ocean at light speed. You just look out from your city, look out in the ocean to see. Like, what the shit? You just see the whole, like a boat just blitzing across the water. It's like, what the hell? So yeah, one of the enemies that's right next to me is another scale enemy we're running into. The Axeagle. No, wrong one. We're running into these guys too. So wind. Alright, we had treants earlier, so where are they? There it is, Dead Wraith. Yeah, so he's weak to fire. So I guess I do need a certain art. So let me get... From what I heard is that there's supposed to be a cape you're supposed to make with these two.
And here we are. Welcome to Mount Temza.
These are human footprints, right?
Could it be the hunting blades?
That, or it might be the Knights.
But why would the Knights be here?
Well, Flynn was looking for Apatheia too. If that's what the hunting blades are doing here, then the Knights could be here for the same reason.
Why is everyone scrambling to get their hands on Apatheia all of a sudden?
It was so pretty, all sparkly and glittery. I'm sure it's incredibly valuable.
We never had the chance to get an explanation from the Dawn.
If Judy will clue us in on what she knows, things might clear up.
Judy, I wonder if she'll tell us.
I don't know. It's up to her whether she'll talk or not. Of course, if she decides not to.
Yuri?
Hey! You guys, come look at this! This is crazy!
What the heck is this? The mountain's been flattened.
What could have happened?
Is there really supposed to be a town here?
Well, it was here 10 years ago. But I can't vouch for what's happened since then.
10 years? That's quite a ways back. What were you doing way out here?
Well...
That voice. Is that you, freak?
Here's hoping everything's all right.
Let's hurry.
It's even worse from up close.
I've never seen a hole this big before.
There's no way this could have happened naturally.
It looks like something exploded here.
An explosion? Are there monsters that can do something like this?
They were, but those monsters were all wiped out.
What do you mean wiped out?
What you see here, this was a battleground in the Great War.
What? Really?
So that means humans and Entelekea fought here. The humans were victorious, but there were scarcely any survivors. The facts behind the war are shrouded in darkness. Not even the official government histories give many details about what happened.
So the Entelekea did this to the mountains. Terrible power.
The Great War. 10 years ago.
That must have been when you were a baby, Patty.
But this is the first time I've heard that a battle took place here.
The Empire's kept a pretty tight hold on information about it. They've got a lot of secrets. You should know that by now.
Thought it was strange that monsters would wage war against humans, but...
What they didn't want us to know was that those monsters were actually Entelekea.
You sure know a lot about this stuff, Raven.
You come across a lot if you live long enough, kiddies.
Okay, enough history lessons. We came here so we could look for Judy.
The monster's voice we heard just now. What if they've already got Judith cornered?
Judy's really strong. There's no way she'll go down easily.
Of course not. Besides, I've got to give that dragon freak a beat down. I can't let a monster beat me to the punch.
Yeah.
Let's hurry.
So yeah. Kinda odd though. How does Raven know so much about the Great War? Yeah, this is like all this. All those little craters you see? This whole place used to be like an actual mountain range, but now as you can see the whole place looks like it's been flattened.
Hold still. I'll make this quick.
You're gone! Fake!
Whew. We can't go there just yet. Yeah, we need something special for that. Hunting blades. They're
ready.
here again.
I'm taking you down.
Never thought I'd lose.
You know, the hunting blades are here, so that means that this ain't gonna go well. Let's Put a holy bottle on. Wait, can we not get that chest?
Hold still.
Or you
I'll
kill
make
this
this
guy
quick.
first.
You're gone. That's what happens when I get
61,000 damage. There we go. We can actually get the chest. Nice. Here we go. Yeah, there'll be some enemies we actually have to kill along the way.
Get ready. I'm taking you down. That's what happens when I get serious.
Yuri, what's the matter?
I was just thinking about what Judy said. Bowel saved me during the war. I just realized that maybe she was talking about the Great War when she said that.
So maybe she fought against the Empire with that dragon freak during the Great War?
It'd be kind of sad if Judy was an enemy of mankind.
Maybe Raven can tell us. You fought in the Great War, didn't you, old man?
Huh? Why?
I think only someone who was on the scene would know so much about the war.
Really? But there weren't supposed to be very many survivors, right?
Very true. I thought I was gonna die back then, too. If only I died then. Things would have been so much easier, too.
If only you died. What a weird thing to say.
So, did you ever see Judith during the war?
No, not a chance. I may be a player, but 10-year-old girls are definitely off limits for me.
Oh, jeez.
Then it sounds like Judy didn't participate in the war.
Right. I mean, if it was 10 years ago, she'd be 9. That's even younger than me.
I feel like I never saw Baul either. Maybe they ran away from the battle?
So it was really the Antilochea who fought in the battle?
Yes, I guess so. Though at the time, we thought they were only a really terrible breed of monsters.
But wow! You were really in the war, huh, Raven? That's so cool! I thought only Imperial Knights fought in the war.
Maybe I'll tell you more about it when you're older.
So yeah, we get confirmation about Judith's age. She's younger than Yuri. Yuri is 21. Judith is 19.
Hold still.
Damn,
I'll make this
she's
quick.
my age.
You're all right. Who's next? You're gone.
Crimson Phoenix. Lady, I need you to move.
Get ready. I'm taking you down.
Poke. These are basically the same thing. These are basically the same thing, except one restores HP, one restores TP. I mean, there used to be a town here. I mean, there's bridges and all. Ooh, save point. Huh? Damn it. Cutscene.
This is a Critian city?
Again, I'm gonna mute my mic.
More like the remains of one.
There might be some treasure around here.
What do you think Judith would come here for?
Suppose it wouldn't make much sense to say she was feeling homesick.
The hunting blades!
Judith!
You!
Damn you! Go inform Tyson and Nan.
Hey! If she's broken our laws, we'll settle this amongst ourselves. Now get out of here.
We're only trying to follow a monster we're hunting.
This doesn't involve you.
Okay, this is getting us nowhere. Let me at him!
You're right. It's just a waste of time trying to talk sense to people like this.
Anyone who interrupts our conversation is gonna be taking a long nap.
Leave. Now. Or do you really want to do this?
Judith! You followed me here.
Yeah, we're here to settle things for the sake of the guild.
Judith, tell us everything you know.
Why you destroyed the Blastia. About the Apatheia and the Entelikeia. Their relationship to Phearoe. All of it.
And even though you're one of us, your answers will decide your fate.
Punish the unjust, was it? Honestly, I don't know if that's really a good thing or not. You've already come this far. I suppose there's no going back now. Come.
Yuri, what did you mean about Judy's fate?
If there's one thing the Dawn's last moments taught me, it's that I've been too soft. If a part is infected, you cut it off before it infects the whole. Even if it's a comrade, an Entelikeia, or a friend.
You mean even if it's Flynn or Phearoe?
Yeah. It's the path I've chosen for myself.
The rubble spreads as far as the eye can see. From the looks of it, the land once adjoined up to all the way over there. Yep. As you can see, the mountain decided to collapse. Yeah, that little rim you see over there, that little like mountain area over there with the craters in it, out there. Yeah, that this whole area used to be a mountain. That wasn't just a rim before. That actually used to be like this whole thing. Huh? The debris has all calcified to the point where it's impossible to tell what its original color was. Yeah. 10 years though. Damn. Must have been a nice town. So I'm gonna rip apart a few enemies just to use my bonus XP.
I'll make this quick.
You're gone. Never thought I'd lose.
That's what happens when I get serious. Hold still. I'll make this quick.
No way. Never thought I'd lose.
Lost.
That's what happens when I get serious.
Now we're high up in the mountains. I have 8 tribal guards. I don't even know if I need that many. Oh. Oh, shite.
Hold still. I'll make this quick.
Let me run away from... Didn't mean to do that.
We're out.
That everyone was a Pandor. I'm gonna fight that in unknown mode real quick.
Hold still. I'll make this quick.
quick.
Ta 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 ta! Fang! Shining Dragon Swarm! Ha ta 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 ta! Shining Fang!
That's what happens when I get serious.
Nice. I'm gonna switch it over to hard mode. Now, we're gonna head up here. There's rocks blocking the way there. Red lavender. Increases physical attack by 3. Yeah. That's the reason I didn't really use many healing items, because of this. Save point. But yeah. This battle, you kind of need a team. So yeah, I'm gonna need a team here, so let me just get... There's a reason I'm doing it like this. There's a reason for my madness.
So, you are aware that this place was the ground on which the Great War was fought.
Yeah, we heard from the old man here.
The Great War was sparked by a type of Blastia.
What?
This was not a Blastia that had been excavated. It had been constructed in the city of Temza using a new type of technology, the Hermes Blastia.
Hermes Blastia?
I've never heard of it. And if you say it was newly built...
I didn't think you could make a new Blastia.
The Hermes models were even more effective at converting air into energy. They were intended to revolutionize the technology of Blastia.
But something went wrong.
The Blastia using these Hermes-type formulas required massive quantities of air. The Airkrina began producing abnormal amounts of air in order to compensate. That would mean the end, not just of humanity, but all life on this planet.
Just like we saw at Cave Mock and the Wiesent of Kados. Wouldn't like to see that happen everywhere.
The Entelekea realized the dangers of the Hermes Blastia before the humans, and they moved to destroy them.
Which created a conflict that grew until it eventually became the Great War.
So then the Entelekea fought against the humans to help the planet?
But why didn't they tell the humans how dangerous those Blastia were?
Neither side probably cared much if the other brought itself to ruin. There's never been any love lost between humans and Entelekea. Probably didn't talk much.
Or maybe there was another reason. But what does any of this have to do with you, Judy?
Temza fell to the flames of war, and the technology of the Hermes Blastia was believed lost.
Wait, you mean there are still Hermes models in operation?
Yes, at Rago's mansion, Emmett Hill, Gosferost, not to mention.
The Ceres Blastia on the Fiertia.
That new Ceres Blastia must have been a Hermes Blastia.
So then you've been destroying the Blastia in place of the Entelekea.
You could have mentioned that. Why didn't you say something? Were you gonna save the world all on your own? Are you stupid?
What was that?
Baul!
Nan!
It looks like we found our mark.
You will not pass.
You're a person, aren't you? How can you defend a monster?
Didn't you get the news? I said nobody lays a hand on one of our own.
We won't allow that. Not even from you, Nan.
We were having a conversation over here. Butt out!
I can't believe these guys. Such scallywags.
I don't usually like to get my clothes dirty, but...
Everyone, have the hunting blades added people to their list of targets?
Nobody who associates with monsters can rightly call themselves a person.
Carol, have you forgotten the credo of the hunting blades? Step aside. Monsters are evil, and the hunting blades pursue that evil. But the Entelekea aren't evil. They were fighting to save the world.
Don't let them fool you with that credo nonsense. They're on a job. They're here for the Apatheia.
Huh. It seems you won't listen to reason. If you have no intention of moving...
You leave us no choice.
Here we go.
Monsters should be killed!
That's the rule of the hunting blades!
I don't care what you think of monsters. I will protect Phearoe, even if it costs me my life.
It's pretty stupid to think anything out of the ordinary is automatically evil.
Aiding monsters is punishable by death!
Hey, little girl, you're too young to be that stubborn.
Shut up! We hunting blades will not back down!
So I guess we just gotta fight this out.
I'm okay!
Oh, now you've gone and done it!
So yeah.
Change up!
Get out of the way!
Rule of might! All right.
Stone blast!
That hurt! You're not getting away!
Careful!
All right.
I guess I...
No. You're not getting away!
I'm okay! Sharpen thy rage and run them through!
Are you okay?
Here I go!
Rending maw! That's good. Hey, that hurt!
You're finished!
There.
Just grant us your favor.
You're not getting away! That hurts! Are you serious?
Sharpen thy rage and run them through!
Arise, the light of life.
Alright, who loves you, baby?
Sharpen thy rage and run in the circle!
Hey, Lone Wolf!
Lightning slash!
Yes. And that is how you get. And that is how you get that in this as well. Oh, I don't have taunt. You leave that old man alone.
finish this. Cure. The brilliant blade of coldest steel. Rend the infinite darkness. And crush my enemies to nothing. Savage Wolf Fury!
I don't want to lose.
Nan's down. Now the reason I took out Nan first is because of this.
Sorry I couldn't help.
Damn.
I'll heal you. Go.
Oh, fuck. He dead.
Goodbye, cruel world.
Bring them back from the abyss again.
Shining Dragon Sword!
Bring them back from the abyss again.
Stay down. Let me get this.
Sorry.
Down. Can I kill him with this?
We can't just lie around. All break the force and all creatures run forth.
Azure Heavens! Azure Heavens! You're pretty good.
Boom.
I'll fight anybody who lays a hand on my people.
So yeah, I didn't explain this, but the secret mission for that fight there was when they do certain moves that basically like immobilize them for a split second. That's your time to knock them down. Tyson's was the one where he sticks his hand into the ground and causes the snakes to arise, and Nan's was Rending Slash.
I'm not done yet.
I did it!
Hooray!
Yeah, I'm gonna mute.
Nan, I'm sorry.
What's happening?
Baul is trying to evolve as an Entelekea.
It looks like he's suffering.
Baul, come on!
You can do it!
No!
I want to heal your wounds, but there's nothing I can do. My power is poison to you, isn't it?
Healing wounds isn't your power, Estelle.
What do you mean?
Don't you remember Bellius's words?
Power corrupts, but you are different. Never lose that kindness, the compassion you so readily show to others.
My compassion for others.
Your thoughts are reaching Baul. I'm sure of it.
All we can do now is hope for the best. Well now.
Amazing.
I knew you could do it.
Your partner seems like he's gonna be just fine.
Yes. Thank you all for helping to protect him. This is something I couldn't have done alone.
You're one of us. Of course we'd help.
That's right.
Didn't I tell you? You got through to him. You make it through to Phearoe as well. Will you be going to meet him?
That's up to Estelle to decide.
I'll go. It's been the purpose of my journey after all.
Are you sure? What if you end up getting killed?
Even still, I've got to stand firm on this.
It won't be too long before the hunting blades send reinforcements. How about a change in scenery before they show up and spoil the party?
There's only one path down from here, though. We're bound to run into them.
The skies are wide open above us.
Have you lost your mind?
Get on. We'll fly as far as the Phearoe. We can finish talking once we arrive.
Judy!
She's sleeping. She must be exhausted.
Yeah, I mean, she just keeled over. Wasn't expecting that.
I bet she watched over Baul the entire time he was evolving. She probably didn't get much sleep. She probably had no idea when the hunting blades would attack either.
She was putting up a brave front, but she must have been near the end of her rope.
She's just dumb. She doesn't know how to express what she's feeling.
And I'm really glad we're able to help Judy out.
We can finish talking with her tomorrow. We should let her sleep now. In fact, I wouldn't mind a little shut-eye myself.
Is that the core from the Ceres Blastia that Judy destroyed?
Yes, it's definitely cut with a different formula than a usual core. It looks like what she said was true.
She said she wasn't too good at lying after all.
To discover that the new technique you created was bad for the world, after what must have been years of research. I can't imagine how the person who created the Hermes technique must have felt.
Well, what if it had been you?
If I found out that it hurt the Earth, I would have to do something about it. But I wouldn't destroy the Blastia like that.
What the?
Nothing. If only things weren't so complicated. I could have just blasted her into oblivion and been done with it.
Oh, Yuri.
Sorry to interrupt while you were thinking.
Ever since I took Belius's life without meaning to, I've wanted to know what it means to be the child of the full moon, so the same thing doesn't happen again. I've always thought that it was my duty to know. But after what happened to Belius...
That's how everyone is. They do something, they learn. They do something else, they learn more.
You too, Yuri?
Yeah?
Maybe if I had known everything ahead of time, I wouldn't have made any mistakes.
There's only one thing I can say for sure.
What's that?
Maybe you wouldn't have made any mistakes, but it sure would have been boring.
I really wonder.
So does an old man past his prime fit into the picture at all?
What are you whining about, old man? Why are you past your prime?
What Judith was talking about before, Hermes Blastia, was it? Blastia created with techniques that should have been lost in the war are still active. Do you know what this means?
I guess someone who survived the war brought either Blastia or those techniques back with him.
If that person was still using the Blastia, even though he knew it was harmful to the Earth, someone like that would have to be quite the villain indeed.
Old man, don't tell me you...
Hey now, Yours truly was nothing but an innocent youth on the straight and narrow back then. I wouldn't do something like that even on my worst day.
I was just trying to trick you into giving yourself away. You're a slippery one.
Son of a... When are you gonna learn some respect for your elders?
Don't fall overboard.
Oh, I'll be careful. Yuri, the world sure is big.
Yeah. Even though we're flying this high in the air, we still can't see everything.
If the world's this big, I guess it makes sense that there'd be so many things we don't know. It might not make that much of a difference whether I get my memories back or not.
Are you saying you'd be okay with not getting them back?
I'm saying that I'm not the only one who feels restless and anxious not knowing the truth. Everyone's worried about something, even you and Estelle.
You think so?
Isn't that why everyone's here? Isn't that why Judy came back?
And is that why you're here too?
I don't want to be alone.
You know, you're being pretty honest today.
I'm always honest.
Really? Well, maybe you are. Are you thinking about Judy?
Yeah. I'm wondering what we should do about her.
It's true that she broke the Guild's laws and betrayed us.
I always thought that a guild's strict adherence to its own laws was what kept it together. That there could be no exceptions, no lenience for those who would break the laws. But...
She did what she did to save the world. Judy is destroying Blastia because she knows it's the right thing to do, even if it makes people hate her.
Yep. Judith didn't break our laws in order to do something bad. I know this now. I'm gonna talk with her about it and give it some more thought. I'll figure this out eventually.
Oh yeah?
Maybe if I become a little more decisive, Nan will listen to me too. Morning, Yuri.
Morning.
It's a beautiful morning, but even as we stand here, the air is out of balance, and our world may already be dying.
That's right.
Judy!
Well, look who's feeling better.
In the past, these slight fluctuations of the air have not negatively affected our world. There have always been beings who maintain the balance by sensing changes in the airflow. Beings like Phearoe and Baul, the Entelekea.
So the Entelekea were responsible for keeping the air balanced.
For ages, the Entelekea have regulated the air. But the recent increase has been greater than they could control.
Which is being caused by the Hermes Blastia.
And which is also why you were going around taking down as many of them as you could.
Yes, that was my mission. The path I walk with Baul, to whom I owe my life.
The path you walk.
Now some would even hunt the Entelekea for Apatheia. This has made the mission of the Entelekea even more difficult.
Why is everybody so crazy about these Apatheia anyway?
I'm afraid I don't have an answer. The air an Entelekea absorbs becomes condensed within its body over time. When its life is at an end, that condensed air forms a crystal, an apatheia. That's all I know.
So apatheia are crystals of concentrated air. If that's true and the energy could be extracted from the apatheia, it would be a source of overwhelming power, I'm sure.
Could we really do that?
I don't know.
But if that's possible, there must be tons of guys who want those things.
I bet somebody wants to use these things for the wrong reasons.
Why didn't you just tell us all this from the beginning?
Seriously, we could have avoided all this trouble if you'd just talked to us. Am I wrong?
Even if you had known, there are things not even you could have prevented.
What do you mean?
I showed up at Heliord because Baul had sensed a disturbance in the air. Where there was a disturbance, there was sure to be a Hermes Blastia. But what I found there was not a Blastia, it was a person. That had never happened before.
So it wasn't like you were looking for Estelle in particular back at Heliord.
Yet for some reason, Baul perceived Estelle as a disturbance in the air. I had to find out why. For the sake of the path I've chosen. It was at that time that Phearoe first appeared. He seemed to have some idea who Estelle was. My mission was to destroy all the Hermes Blastia. However, Estelle was obviously not a Blastia. I needed to make absolutely certain. I made a deal with Phearoe, and he agreed to grant me some time.
You mean...
If it became apparent that her existence posed too great a threat, then I would kill her.
You what?
Wait! Rita!
Settle down. Obviously, Judith reached a different conclusion.
All right, I get it.
Belius said you possess a heart of compassion. If you can communicate that to Phearoe somehow, you may learn what you should do.
Hey, there's no real reason for you to fight Phearoe anymore, right? I mean, we know the Hermes Blastia are what's causing the problem and everything. If we just make sure the apatheia don't fall into the wrong hands...
I still want to meet Phearoe. I want to hear what he has to tell me.
But...
Please try to understand. I have to know more about myself, and take responsibility for who I am.
All right.
Sorry, Yuri. I don't think we can decide what to do about Judith right away.
I promise not to leave again until things have been settled, as you said. I need to accept that responsibility myself.
Let's go and find Phearoe. We'll finally be getting around to one of the first things we set out to do. We can work out the rest once this is finished.
There is a rocky crag in the center of the sands of Kogor. That is where Phearoe lives. Baul can take us there.
Okay, let's go.
I can communicate with Baul, but there are still a few things you should know.
Like what?
Baul can only land on the ground in wide, open spaces, so you won't be able to dismount on steep mountain ranges or in narrow canyons.
Can't he land on water?
Water's no good either.
Really? He looks like he'd be a good swimmer.
Yeah, he'd sink like a rock.
Huh, who knew?
But that's why we have a ship, right?
Right. If you'd like to get down onto the ocean, let me know. Baul will set our ship down there for us.
Okay, but what should we do when we want to fly again?
Use Baul's horn to call him to you.
Bowels? That's all there is to it?
Every Entelekea has a special region in its brain that can be used for communication with a special power Critians possess.
Huh. So we can get a hold of him by using that.
Right.
Phearoe, Belius, Baul? What sort of beings are Entelekea anyway?
They are the oldest intelligent life forms on Tercalumares.
So, they aren't monsters?
They aren't. It's said that they have a higher level of awareness than humans, though they don't have a civilization.
Shiver me timbers! The Entelekea were smart!
The reports we get from Baul are pretty accurate.
He's a smart boy.
And so finally, we go here. What is this place?
So this is where Phearoe is?
Should be. I wasn't able to see him when we came to the desert, but I think this is where we can meet him.
I hope nothing bad will happen. What if he suddenly attacks us?
I can't make any guarantees. I don't think we'll have a say in the matter.
That just means we need to do our best so nothing bad happens.
Carol, are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. I should go.
Phearoe sure did pick a bleak place to live in, don't you think?
They say this area used to be covered in lush greenery.
Why did it turn into this rocky desert?
I don't know that much.
Estelle, are you really going to meet him? Even though you could be killed?
Yes, I've already made peace with this decision.
Rita, you've been acting a little funny ever since hearing Judy's story on the ship. Do you have a problem with meeting Phearoe?
I just think it'll be hard on her to hear what he has to say. But it's too late to turn back now. We've come this far after all.
Well, he doesn't seem to be here. Maybe he's off somewhere taking a nap.
Phearoe, you are here, aren't you?
Insipid poison, you appear before me at last.
So you are here. Is that how you greet all your guests, Phearoe? By calling them names?
For what reason have you come to me? Surely you are aware that I could end your existence with a mere thought.
You talk pretty big, don't you? Well, if you really want to fight, I'd hate to disappoint you.
Yuri, no! Everyone, please wait!
Estelle! Phearoe, please hear what I have to say.
Does death hold no fear for you, little one? For you gaze now into the mouth of death itself.
I am afraid, but I'm even more afraid of dying without knowing who I really am. Belius told me I needed to meet you to learn about my destiny. I have to know just what that destiny is. I understand that I am a threat to the Entelekea, but you said that I am a poison to this world. What is this power I have? Just who is the child of the full moon? If it is true that my existence cannot be tolerated, then it's okay if I have to die. But I at least deserve to know why it is I have to die. Please tell me. I beg of you.
There was a time when this was a verdant land, sheltered by the blessing of an air crene.
So there was an air crene here. But what happened? Why did it change?
What you see are the results of too much air and its aftermath. As to why the air ran rampant, The answer lies with the poison brought by the Child of the Full Moon.
Huh?
The power of the Child of the Full Moon stimulates the air crane more than any Blastia.
Huh?
Blastia convert air into energy by way of a formula. So if Estelle can use her healing arts without the aid of any Blastia, she must possess a formula in her very being that lets her convert air into energy. Judith was searching for Blastia that used a particular kind of formula. So, this special formula Estelle has must also consume massive amounts of air, which causes the air crane to become more active and pump out more air than they should. I had hoped my hypothesis would have been wrong.
Then,
It is as she has said. With each use of her power, the Child of the Full Moon uses far more air than the Blastia. In so doing, the imbalance of air in this world is furthered. For the planet, such an existence can only be called a poison.
So you just wipe it out then?
This problem concerns the entire planet, and she is its cause. To do nothing would be unparalleled folly.
If the problem's with Estelle, then it's for us to solve.
That's right. We can't let anyone else handle it.
The gravity of this situation is beyond your grasp.
You don't honestly think that everything's gonna be all sunshine and rainbows if Estelle dies, do you?
It would at least eliminate one problem.
Phearoe. At Heliord I stopped myself. And again at Dawngrest I stopped you. What I thought was a Blastia turned out to be a human. Before I realized it, I had lost my way. I never thought this child could be as great a danger as you had said.
And due to your confusion, I granted you the time necessary to see things as they are. As a result, my sister Belius is now lost to me. Enough. This power will bring only ruin.
Not sure I understand all this, but if her power's the problem, why can't she just not use...
There can be no guarantee she will not try to use the power.
That's true. She does have trouble turning a blind eye to things happening around her. Someday she will surely use her power to help someone. However, as long as she keeps that spirit of compassion, she cannot only be seen as harmful. She is not like a Blastia. I know that you can feel the difference.
Compassion alone will not save this world.
Listen, Phearoe, I get that you've thought all this through with everybody's best interest in mind, but why doesn't that world have a place for Estelle?
It is sometimes necessary to remove a part to save the whole.
I don't buy that for a second. What makes you so high and mighty that you're the one to decide who gets cut and who doesn't?
We have endured the anxiety of existence for far greater a span than you can conceive. Such words mean nothing from those who call this world home for but a fleeting moment.
Phearoe, please, listen. The important thing is finding a way to stop the excessive air, correct? We still have time left to search for such a thing.
Judith.
And if the effects of Estelle's power reach their absolute limit, I will kill her as promised. You should have no complaint with this.
Hey, Judith, are you serious?
I'm sure brave Vesperia will come up with something before that happens, right?
What? Yeah, of course we will.
Score one for Judith, so that settles it. If we humans are to blame for Estelle's problem and bringing on the apocalypse, then it's up to us to make things right. If we give it all we've got and still blow it, you can slow roast us on a grill for all I care.
You have changed. If you were still as before.
Have I? That is nice to hear.
Very well. Be ever mindful, though, that time is fleeting.
Wait! If the formulas are causing the excessive air, then there must have been times when this happened in the past. I mean, the Blastia were a product of an ancient civilization.
There exist those who have inherited the sins of the past. If any yet can speak of what occurred in the days of old, it is they.
He's gone.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for everything, Yuri. Judith, you too.
No problem. But hey,
What?
it's okay if I have to die? What the hell was that?
I'm sorry.
I don't want to hear that again.
I'm sorry.
Man, I was really worried there for a while.
We were pretty lucky that bruiser was in a mood for conversation. Poor Raven's heart can't handle that sort of stuff anymore.
You're pretty gutless for an old man.
Geez, Patty, you've really got nerves of steel.
If he really wanted to kill Estelle, he'd have attacked us immediately. And that's what I can't figure out.
I imagine Phearoe was conflicted as well. He hid himself from us in the desert to see just what we were made of.
Huh. Maybe he wasn't as bad as we thought after all.
You might be right. I get the feeling he'd do whatever's necessary when push comes to shove.
That sounds like you.
Maybe.
But what are we gonna do, Yuri? You heard what he said.
We're going to fix the problems the air's causing, and that's all.
That's easier said than done. We're pretty much at square one, you know.
Mm-hmm. And no one wants to be at square one.
There's no doubt that the formulas are related somehow to the air getting used up. We need to find out about the ancient Blastia, and if they went berserk or not. If we had that kind of information, it might give us a clue.
Ask those who have inherited the sins of the past about the days of old. Or at least that's what Phearoe said.
The Critia were the ones to invent the Blastia. In other words, we need to ask a Critian who is still familiar with the old stories.
Yeah, the Critia are often credited as the inventors of the Blastia.
There isn't much left of the Critian city of Timza, though.
It'd be a lot easier if there were more cities.
The hidden city of Miorzo. It is far older than Timza, and the birthplace of the Critia. The first Blastia also originated there.
Really? Well, what do you know? You wouldn't happen to know where this Miorzo might be, would you, darling?
I've heard that name somewhere. There was a Critian in Ospio. I'm sure they mentioned something about it.
Do you think that person might still be there?
Well, there's no harm in checking it out.
Judith, are you coming with us?
I should. We still have the issue of the guild to straighten out.
So, to Ospio then.
well, everyone, I hope you all enjoyed this almost 2-hour stream. We got what we need to get done. We saw Leviathan's claw, the dawn, rest in peace. We found out the truth behind Judith and what she was doing, what her mission was. And we learned about what the Child of the Full Moon is. Well, not fully, but we learned about the Child of the Full Moon and the fact that their power is extremely potent. So yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna save, and we are going to end it there for today. So again, like, comment, subscribe, and do all that good stuff, you know. And also we got Baul today. So yeah, Yuri, again, what do you have to say to everybody? As per usual. So everyone, I will see you all next time. Bye bye.